What's up, guys? Boy Benny. The hardest part about having ears is having to use them and listen to Kamala Harris, and we have to listen to all these live events with Kamala Harris. And oh my God, oh please, I can't take it anymore. But you listen to enough of this, you get Stockholm syndrome, and you start, really sympathizing with your captors, and that's what you feel. You literally feel like you're imprisoned when you have to listen to a Kamala Harris event live, and you say, "Wow, I'm noticing some different things there." Okay, hold on. Maybe it's time to check out Kamala Harris's background. Where's she from exactly? Oh, she's from the mean streets of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Got it? By way of Illinois. Okay, got it. And Wisconsin. Okay. So she grew up and did like her substantive education, high school, college in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Croissants, cigarettes, leafy suburbs kind of stuff. There's actually nice videos of the area that Kamala Harris grew up in, and you can, really see that this seems like a totally nice place to live if Justin Trudeau moved back to Cuba. Certainly not a place where you'd acquire a accent, like a deep, rich, down-home, affected Southern accent. But Kamala Harris seems to have done that.
I tell people, you may not be a union member, but you better thank unions for that 5-day work week. Everywhere I go, I tell people, look, you may not be a union member, you better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. Thank unions for sick leave. You better thank a union member for sick leave. Thank unions for paid family leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. Thank unions for your vacation time. You better thank a union member for vacation time. So we're 64 days out from this election. Let's just get through the next 64 days. How about that?
Kamala was raised by an Indian mother in Canada, but now she sounds like Fannie Willis.
That's really good. Okay. We've noticed this, by the way. It's not even hard, right? All you have to do is find these clips of Kamala Harris.
Has been talking a big game about securing our border, but he does not walk the walk. Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it. Here, hold on. Here's the thing. The courts are going to handle that. We're going to beat them in November.
November.
I said to the congressman, I didn't know he could preach like that. Do I see people testifying? Can I get a witness?
Can I get a witness? Is it working? As Hillary Clinton would say, hot sauce in my purse. Oh, people are going to say you're pandering to black people. Is it working? So good. So Peter Doocy asked Karine Jean-Pierre about this. Since when does Kamala Harris have a Southern accent? Sounds like Foghorn Leghorn. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, man. Feed me these Karine Jean-Pierre meltdowns. I've been hungry for them. Here we go.
Since when does the vice president have what sounds like a Southern accent?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
I mean, this is...
She was talking about unions in Detroit using one tone of voice.
Is this something that
same
you think...
line.
Okay, Peter.
That she used the same line in Pittsburgh, and it sounded like she at least had some kind of a Southern drawl.
I mean, do you hear the question that you're... I mean, do you think Americans seriously think that this is an important question? They care... You know what they care about? They care about the economy. They care about lowering costs. They care about health care. That's what Americans care about.
So
that's what they want to hear.
This is something...
They care about, your colleague just asked me about, what basically we talked about, went back and forth about democracy and freedom. That's what they care about. I'm not even going to entertain some question about the president. It's just, hearing it sounds so ridiculous.
Well, but hearing it is...
The question, I'm talking about the questions, is just insane.
Is that how she talks in meetings here?
I'm just... Peter, we're moving on. We're so moving on. Go ahead, Anita.
Okay. I just there's lying from the White House, and then there's just humiliations where they're begging you not to use your eyes and your ears. And this is so obvious that even some of our dear friends, actually, in the foreign press, Rita Panahi is a reporter from down under in Australia. She works for Sky News, and even she and the Australians, who obviously don't, they speak English, but certainly with a different accent, dialect, even they can tell that Kamala Harris is faking it to make it. And now they break it. Watch.
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It, and she's done it again. We've brought you Kamala's array of accents previously, but this next one may be my favourite. Listen to how Kamala Harris, who is of Jamaican, Indian and Irish descent and grew up in California and Canada, listen to how she spoke earlier today.
You better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
Oh, how many accents are we going to hear from her in this campaign? Well, we got 2 in just a few hours today. Let's hear her. Let's hear how she spoke in Pittsburgh and then Boston. See if you can detect the subtle difference.
So, friends, 64 days. Let's just get through the next 64 days. How about that?
Meryl Streep, eat your heart out. Kamala is so authentic. But then wanting authenticity and consistency from Kamala is just asking for trouble. Listen to the passionate way she defends illegal immigrants who pay people smugglers to take them across the border. And then marvel at the enormous backflip just a year later.
A mother who pays a coyote to transport her child through their country of origin, through the entire country of Mexico, facing unknown peril to come here. Why would that mother do that? I will tell you. Because she has decided for that child to remain where they are is worse. But what does Donald Trump do? He says, go back to where you came from. That is not reflective of our America and our values, and it's got to end.
To be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border, do not come. Do not come. And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back.
Do not come, do not come. Of course, they did come because the Biden-Harris administration did nothing to stop the illegal immigration crisis. Record numbers have come in illegally every year of their administration.
We love Rita. We can't end a cringe. Cringe doesn't do many press conferences. She's probably the most miserable person in all of Washington, but we have to play this one where Peter Doocy does, in fact, end her career in 60 seconds talking about border walls and how much Democrats love border walls when they're benefiting from them. This question alone caused Karine Jean-Pierre to have you ever seen her so miserable? Look at that face. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Here we go. There we go.
If you have to build a border wall, but you don't think that it's going to work, then once it's done, are you just going to tear it down?
I'm not getting into hypotheticals from here. I'm just telling you what I can tell you from here. The facts are that DHS is complying with the law. This is from this was under fiscal year 2019 under Republican leadership, and DHS is required to do this. The president asked multiple times of Congress to reappropriate. They did not, and we're not complying by the law. Thanks, everybody.